Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about an upcoming program we have called Coaching from the Inside Out 2024, which, as you might guess, is based around coaching and is happening in April of 2024. We're going to be live in Austin, Texas, but we'll be live streaming around the world. Space is limited, and 40% of the places are already gone, so that's why I kind of wanted to talk to you now. We've got a discount on the program through the end of October where you can get it for 40% off, and when the spaces are gone, the spaces for this one are going to be gone. But here's what it's about. Now, those of you who are familiar with my work either through Supercoach or through Impacting Leaders or through the Coaching from the Inside Out self-study program know that one of the basic models, in fact, the basic model, I call it the simplest coaching model in the world because as far as I can tell, it's the simplest coaching model in the world, is show up and respond to what shows up. If you watch any great coaching, if you've experienced great coaching, if you've been a coach and have had a great session, I know without having to probe, what you did was you showed up. Now, when I say show up, I mean you really showed up. It wasn't just your body was there. You were present to the point of being presence. But also, you didn't have an agenda. You responded. You were in the room with the real person. You weren't working with an imaginary client pro forma in your head. You were working with a real human being in front of you. And a lot of coach training seems to massively underestimate the impact of being really present with another human being. And one of the things we're going to talk about in the 5 days of this program, we're going to explore in dozens of different ways. And people who've done these programs, they always have a hell of a great time. But one of the things that we're going to be exploring throughout in different ways is how much of the impact of coaching happens before you open your mouth. See, most people, when they're trained as coaches, are well, what questions do I ask? What things do I say? What advice do I give? And that's the smallest part of your impact as a coach. There's an incredible impact that comes from your presence. There is another level of impact that comes from your listening. There is another level of impact that comes from your knowing where to point. You probably know this story. I'll do a very quick version of it, of the nuclear submarine that's not working the day before the launch, and they wind up calling a local plumber who's supposed to be a genius, and the plumber comes in and he's got his little thing. I always think of him as Mario from the video game, but he kind of wanders around and he kind of listens to things, and he suddenly walks up to one pipe, takes out a hammer, goes whack before anyone can stop him. But to their surprise, the whole ship comes back online. And when he presents his bill, it's for $10,000. And the guy out running the boat says, look, I know the military, we're known for having a lot of money, but come on, you were here for 10 minutes. You did one thing. And the plumber said, would you like an itemized bill? And the guy goes, yeah. And the itemized bill came. And it said, for tapping with hammer, $5. For knowing where to tap, $9,995. So your presence, your listening, your knowing where to tap are the real keys to impact. And then we will, of course, talk about what kind of questions are worth asking, what kind of things are worth saying to a client. And also, for those of you who are in the business of coaching, how do you create a thriving business as a coach, but not from desperation, not from neediness, not from grabbiness, from a place of really following an inner flow of fresh ideas that make what you do unique. So this is a space-limited program, and so if you do want to come, please, we have the numbers on the page so you can see whether or not there's still space available. Before the end of October, you can come on the program for 40% off, and after that, the cost will go up. So if you're interested, please check it out. Links are below. Have fun, learn heaps, happy exploring, and I'll talk with you soon.